Welcome to another episode of the Bamateur Hour. I am Bama John. In this episode, we're going to preview the Alabama-Oklahoma college football playoff game on Friday in Norman, Oklahoma. We're also going to take a further look at that tough Alabama loss in hoops to Arizona last Saturday. Today is Tuesday, December 26, 2025, in the year of our Lord. Thank you for tuning in. We now have over 8,000 subscribers to the YouTube channel and growing. We're heading to 10,000 and beyond. Here we go. Come on, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notify button, become one of our 10,000 plus subscribers, join the fun. And if you access us on the various podcast outlets, please like, subscribe, and follow. Tonight, I'm joined by T-Pain, Rick T-Pain, and I'm joined by Will K. Guys, big game on Friday night. How you feeling? All right, T-Pain, let me know how you're feeling about this.
I'm cautiously optimistic. Based on the last game, which we were at, right?
Yes.
We made a lot of mistakes and still could have won. So I feel like if we can go in this game and just limit the mistakes, I think their offense is not potent enough to put up enough points to beat us. But but I don't feel as good as I did like 5 weeks ago.
Will K, how you feeling?
I wouldn't be surprised with either outcome. It's kind of going to be a coin toss. Um, yeah, I don't think their offense is all that good, but their defense literally takes the ball away and scores for them. I mean, most good defenses they just stop a team from scoring and then they give the ball to the offense and then they score. But this defense will take the ball away from you and score. They scored 17 points off of us last time. We had a missed field goal, like T-Pain said, a lot of mistakes and still almost won the game. So just limit those turnovers, and I think we can win.
Guys on the message board, those Oklahoma Sooners fans have been slamming us, saying that we beat y'all down. We just beat you like a drum. Quit thinking Alabama beat themselves. That Sooners defense.
Nope.
So those guys are talking smack on the Bamateur Hour comments. So I think we beat ourselves in that game, and it was a bitter pill to swallow. But we're going to be out there. And we have a Brent Venables problem. We have an Oklahoma problem. We need to break that trend and make it go the other way. That's my initial thought. Is we have a problem with Oklahoma. We have a problem with Brent Venables that dates back to Clemson. So we got to be better.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go that route yet, Bama John. I don't think we have a Brent Venables problem. I think last year was Milrow, and we had a Milrow problem. And this year, we just missed on critical moments, missed on a punt return. We just tackled the guy. There was a pass interference not called, led to 6 points for them. I mean, you know, I just think we have to play clean. It doesn't mean we have to score a lot of points. I think we need to finish every drive, as Coach Saban always said, with a punt or a kick, and I think we'll win. So, um, yeah, that's it.
All right, here's question number one. Are we going to get October tie or November tie?
Yeah. What do you think, Will K?
Um, if recency bias is playing into it, we'll get November tie. But and we've already seen him once. So maybe he'll learn from that. Had a few weeks on that back injury he's had. Um, I think the defense has been playing well. You look at that Georgia game, you just see the scoreboard, you didn't watch the game. It's 28-7. You're like, oh, the defense must have got thrashed, right? I mean, not really. At the beginning, we were stopping them, and then that punt block changed everything. They just had short fields a lot, and I know we're not playing Georgia, but some of these scores can be kind of misleading. Our defense has had a lot of turnovers. That's what everybody wants to talk about our offense against their defense, but I think the better matchup might be the opposite, their offense against our defense.
So, Rick, let me ask you this. You're an expert in this area.
Yes.
Can a week and a half or 2 weeks off? Because Ty's been hurt. he's been hurt. I don't know whether he took too many shots in the South Carolina game, but clearly when he came into November, LSU, Oklahoma, Auburn, he was not the same player. Georgia, he looked terrible. Can a week and a half or 2 weeks off get him through this game and we could have him feeling well, not, what are your thoughts dealing with the issues that Ty has?
So I know everyone loves an answer that starts with "it depends," but it really does depend. I've seen a lot of athletes over the years who had back issues, and um, I'm surprised sometimes how bad a disc can look in a player play. So I can't comment much on time, but I just think, I would not be. I don't know what's his problem. I don't know how severe it is, but um, I just know that, I would not be shocked if he felt great right now and he felt 100%, or I would not be shocked if certain movements cause stress on his lower back and a twinge of pain that inhibits him from making, good throws. Maybe if he's off balance a little bit because of the pain, then maybe his throws misses just this much. I heard AJ McCarron say in his podcast, he said, if I could give Ty one piece of advice, it'd be to keep your feet still and get them in the dirt and plant and throw. AJ was saying how, his feet are moving a lot while he's throwing, and there aren't many quarterbacks that can throw off platform and still be very accurate. And he mentioned, like, Mahomes can do it and Aaron Rodgers can do it, but Ty might not be that kind of guy. He has to have his feet planted. But right now he's playing nervous. I don't know if he's playing nervous because he's hurting or if he's nervous because just getting hit is not fun. But if I'm Ryan Grubb, whether Ty is 100% or not, I'm going to try to have plays that are quick plays to build confidence, build momentum, just quick passes, nothing that takes a long time to develop. Because A, we don't want him to get hit, and B, our pass pro hasn't been good enough to protect for more than 3 seconds, it seems like. So, but yeah, to answer your question, John, it just depends. I mean, I think the way he runs on and off the field looks like he's feeling okay. I mean, he could be disguising it, but I think it's more the scheme right now in our protection. I think he's well enough to play winning football.
Will, thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know when he got this injury. Do y'all know, was it against like Auburn or somebody? I think I heard somebody say that. I don't
I'm
know.
betting it was in the South Carolina game because after that, he has not looked the same since South Carolina. I think there was a noticeable dip in that Auburn game. And yeah, he put up a lot of yards against Oklahoma, but he took some big hits there. And he yardage wise looked good, but threw the ball away, had a strip sack fumble. And certainly against Auburn, he took a beating. And then in Georgia, he just looked diminished. He really looked diminished. He missed throws that I would never think he would miss in that game. So
Yeah.
I'm just basing it on his drop in play that it must have happened initially because he got hit pretty hard in that South Carolina game at times. They rushed him. They came after him. That's my guess. I don't know if Rick,
Yeah.
can you notice anything different when you think it might have happened?
No, I do remember a sack, and maybe it was South Carolina, a sack where he fell back and hit his head. And I just remember thinking that was pretty vicious. I wasn't thinking that was necessarily a back injury, but I think he was slightly concussed for a brief moment. He hit his head one time on the ground, and I thought, "Oh no!" And he got up, but he didn't. It didn't seem right for a while after that. And I don't know if that's when that occurred or not, but it could just be a combination of so many hits.
Mm-hmm. And he's held on to the ball too long and taken too many hits. And
Mm-hmm.
and that was a big Mel Kiper thing, is that he's got to learn to get the ball out quicker, not hold on to it, throw the ball away, move on to the next down. And that was when Ty was still in Heisman contention. Because October Ty was top 3 in Heisman contention. November Ty, diminished Ty, injured Ty. So that's my hope, is he can get back to that October Ty.
Guys, help me here, but I do remember a play, and I don't remember what game it was, but it was the last 5 games where Ty was scrambling up the field. He kind of jumped and kind of try to hurdle somebody and got hit in an awkward way. And I could still see the play, but that comes back to me where I think that looked painful. The way he jumped and contorted his body and got hit, he got the first down. But I remember that play now that I'm thinking. I can't remember who it was against, but that could certainly cause an injury there.
That might have been early. That might have been Vanderbilt.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that might have been Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
He's taken a lot of hits, guys. He's
Yeah.
taken more hits than he should, and he's going to have to learn. I'm assuming he's coming back next year. By the way, do any of you think there's no way he's coming back and then he's going pro? I think he's coming back.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I think he might go to the NBA
The
or the
NFL.
NFL.
It'll be Duncan. And
Yeah, he's switching sports. NFL, yes, NFL.
I mean, John, if I don't understand, I still don't understand what's happened, but if the team of the middle 5 games shows up and they win 3 games in a row here or 4 games, I mean, yeah, he's gone. But if
I
we
agree
get
with
beat,
that.
yeah, so if we get beat Friday night, I think he's probably leaning toward coming back.
I don't
And
know that
possibly if he wins then and then loses to Indiana, I think he's coming back. But I think what you're saying, Rick, let's say he gets to the semis. We beat Indiana, get to the semis and go out, or we get to the finals and lose, or we win it all. I agree he may be gone.
Yeah,
I think there was a scenario where DeBoer's like, "Hey, Ty, you played great for us. You were a Heisman contender. You took us to the SEC championship, but can't miss out on Keelan Russell. It might be the Keelan Russell era because Russell might not want to sit another year, and then he's gone, and then Ty Simpson's just here another year. I mean, we can't miss out on Julian Saint and Keelan Russell, you know, because Julian Saint was here. I know that was Saban and everything, but we cannot lose Keelan Russell. So if he can stay and Keelan Russell stays another year, then maybe. But I wouldn't be upset if that happened. I would be upset if Keelan Russell left because Ty Simpson was coming back.
All right, let me give a counter to that, Will. If Ty comes back, I think there's a great scenario where Keelan stays, sits another year, does the backup thing. Austin Mack will be gone. He's going somewhere to start next year. He's either going to be the starting quarterback at Alabama or he's going to leave. But Ty comes back. He makes the jump from Joe Burrow in his junior year at LSU to Joe Burrow in his senior year. Because you remember, Joe Burrow was nothing special his first year at LSU, and then he exploded. And so you get that effect for Ty. Keelan sits, and the whole thing is you got to get a ton of reps. And Keelan's only 18. He'll just be 19 and sits for another year, learns, and then he's ready to go for 2 to 3 years after that and get his own shot. But it's like DeBoer's telling the guys, come in and learn. We're going to develop you, but we're not going to throw you in before you're ready. I see that as a potential way that Ty comes back, plays another year, then you turn it over to Keelan. Keelan's ready to go, but we're not keeping both Keelan and Austin. There's no way that happens. And I'm not sure we're keeping Austin if Ty goes. It'll be interesting to see if we can keep both of those guys if Ty goes. I don't know. Rick, what's your thought on that?
yeah. I don't see a scenario where all 3 stay for
Right.
sure. And I think Archie Manning, that type of player, is not very common. And what I mean is, I don't think Keelan. I don't know the kid, but I just don't see Keelan sitting around another year. That's me. I mean, I don't think he would knowingly sit another year. He might come back if it's Austin Mack and him, and then maybe not win the job and sit. But I don't see Keelan staying. So, I mean, the funny thing is, though, Will, a few weeks ago when Ty was looking unbelievable, I would if you told me then he was going to come back for another year, I'd be so excited. I'd be like, well, if it means Keelan leaves, I'm happy. But now I'm like, Ty doesn't look so good. I'm like, I don't think I want him to come
Even
back.
if he looked good, I still wouldn't want him to stay because you got to think about the future. I mean, he's going to be the quarterback. He's only a sophomore next year. He could be the quarterback 2 years. But I don't know. I think that Ty needs to get a move on. I mean, he's had a great year. It's not like he's bad. It's not like I want him to leave. It's just that I don't want to lose Keelan Russell because I think he's that good. I think
Yeah,
that he can run this offense
the
pretty well.
grass is always greener. We know what Ty can do in a game scenario. We haven't seen Keelan do it
It's
yet.
like the same. It's like the same scenario with Mac Jones and Bryce Young. I mean, I know they're probably not going to win a national championship this year, but would you want Mac Jones to stay and then Bryce Young leave? Probably not.
I thought Mac had such a good year. I would have taken him for another year. He was so good that
You
year.
got to think
He was so good
because
that
then
year.
who's the quarterback after that? Then it's just 1 year, boom,
You
and
got
then who's the
You
quarterback?
got Jet Tamala coming in. You got a whole host of guys. You got the Thompson. What's the name of the quarterback at Thompson? Seagram or we got 2 guys coming in as freshmen next year. So I mean they're keeping on and recruiting. And what's funny is the 5-star hottest quarterback in high school. If you look out who pans out in the pros, I mean, Aaron Rodgers had to go through JUCO, and he had to go through an arduous, crazy route to get there. Peyton Manning and Matt Stafford are anomalies to be the #1 high school recruit, the #1 draft, and to become All-Pro Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Tom Brady was not all that in college. So
Josh Allen.
yeah, Josh Allen. I mean, Wyoming people were drafting him on potential and a huge arm, but he didn't have the reps, and so quarterback is such a hard position, and Ty can do it when he's healthy. I really think this last November Ty is all because of the back issues. That's my take. Is that he's and also because they weren't in the hurry up, Rick. We know they've got to do hurry up, go fast, quick routes, get the ball out, have the blitz beaters, because we've seen LSU, Oklahoma, Auburn, Georgia. I think it's 67% of his dropbacks he's been blitzed in that stretch, and they're coming to kill him.
And some of it's Ty, his health, but some of it is, teams have seen the playbook on us and they know that Ty, even when he was healthy, we weren't throwing 30-yard bombs. And so they know that's not in our offense. And now maybe Ty's not healthy. So they're like, hey, you know what? We'll dare you to throw long. We're just going to come at you. And I think they're blitzing. Every team has seen the playbook. So they're just, and Oklahoma, of course, has done it. So I just expect a lot of pressure on Ty. That's why I'm hoping that we can, I heard Cole Kublik say, y'all might have heard this too, but I heard Cole Kublik say he's been waiting for an offense to attack this Oklahoma defense just north and south, because they're doing so much movement up there. He said the way you stop all that movement is you attack them down the middle, down the heart, and go deep down the middle, run down the middle, and that'll slow them down from moving and stunting. And so I hope Ryan Grubb has a good plan this weekend just to help Ty perform better.
Hey, and great point to that. You know who did that effectively?
Who?
Lane Kiffin.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Ole Miss did. Now, granted, Chambliss is more mobile than Ty.
Right.
But I don't necessarily think he's a better passer than Ty when Ty's healthy. But I hope we've torn apart that Ole Miss playbook. Now, they hit some big, long plays too. But, I mean, it was boom, boom, Chambliss, and they tore that. And we put a lot on them. But we, like you said, Rick, we can't have these long developing plays. It's got to be quick. And even if you're going to throw it deep, you better throw it quick and let our guy run under it and hope we get a PI or that Ryan Williams just outruns him. But yeah. And where the blitz is coming from, our receivers have to see that and hit that spot that he vacates and come open in that window where the blitz is coming from.
When Tua was hitting those little slants all the time inside, and Mac Jones hitting the slants, was that Kiffin or was that Sarkisian? Do y'all remember?
That was It was Sarkisian. Yes, it was Sarkisian.
Yeah, because I feel like those little quick slants in behind the linebackers would be so successful against this defense. But we don't seem to do that.
No. And they've got to fix that or we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. And I feel like Ryan, I think we or Ryan Williams showed last weekend, hey, you need to use me. I'm healthy. I'm ready. So I'm hoping we can get some plays to Ryan Williams also.
Well, and Bernard's healthy too, so he should be ready to go because he was. I mean, we were really banged up. Jam,
Right.
we were banged
Cuevas.
up. Yeah, I'm not sure Cuevas is going to play. I've heard conflicting reports about whether or not he's going to play, but we got to hit those quick shots, and we got to have blitz beaters because that's what Venables is going to do. He's going to bring the heat from all angles. He's going to mix it up, and we can't blow it. And Ty's also got to be willing with, okay, we're beat. Just throw the ball away. Just go to the next play. Don't take a sack. Don't try to extend it, and don't throw it into double coverage. Even though there was PI on that pick six, he did throw it into double coverage. There were two guys there. He shouldn't have thrown the ball.
Yeah.
There was actually, had he looked on the left side of the field, he had somebody to throw the ball to on that. He would have been hurried, but he cannot throw into double and triple coverage because he's done that in this November stretch more than I'd care to admit, and he's gotten burned on it.
You know where he looked the most injured to me was in the Georgia game when he was rolling out to his left. That defensive end got around our tackle. He just gave up 3 yards without even trying to get 3 or 4 yards. I'm like, you could tell Gunnar Stockton was not injured the way he was running.
Oh,
and Ty, yeah. And Ty looked, that one play, I thought when he slid down and gave up 3 extra yards, I'm like, whoa, something's not right.
I will say this, though, when the heat's coming, I'd rather him go down and take a 3 to 7 yard play than a strip sack fumble, turnover and to be able to punt it. And I did want to get back to something Will said. That block punt, I was watching the replay of the Oklahoma game, but on that block punt, Rick, I don't think you and I have talked about this. Our punter took 4 steps.
Oh, wow.
He punted it, and the heat was coming. And
what does he usually take? What's his normal stride? Is it
in Oklahoma, I saw him catch the ball, take 2 steps, and punt. And when the heat's coming, you should be able to catch the ball, plant your left foot, and kick it. You should not take 3 to 4 steps ever as a punter unless there's no heat coming. And I think because we were backed up, I think he was trying to take the extra steps to kick it 60 yards. When the house is coming, you just get it out. Even if it's only a 35-yard punt, you can't take that. That was just, to me, what's going on with special teams? I mean, we cannot lose special teams. We cannot turn the ball over. We can't do those things. All right, let's get into the hypotheticals here. Let's do hypothetical. Everybody put their hypothetical hat on. All right, here we go. All right, this is the not fun part. How can Oklahoma beat Alabama? The first point I made is that Oklahoma needs to finish their drives with TDs or field goals. And it's pretty easy for them to finish with field goals because they got the best kicker in the nation. Their guy won the Lou Groza Award. He can hit 50-yard field goals, no problem. That was point number 1 I made for Oklahoma, is they've got to finish drives with TDs and field goals. And point number 2 was score 21 points if you're Oklahoma. You get 21 points on the board, I like Oklahoma's chances. Your reactions, thoughts about that?
Just do the same thing they did last time, I guess. Just create turnovers, bank on us missing a field goal, and then
jump over our
one short field touchdown.
Yeah, Will jump over our long snapper and block the field goal.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cause chaos on defense, just attack Ty all day. My goal, if I was the defensive coordinator, would be, you know what, we're going to make Ty miserable from the very first down, and we're going to find out if he's healthy or not. And we're going to make DeBoer pull him out of the game. And we're going to make Ty throw bombs to beat us. So I would just attack Ty all day long, knowing that even if we tried to hit the running game, we're not going to be able, I mean, so far at least, we're not going to be able to sustain it. We might hit a couple long runs. If we blitz a lot, if we're Oklahoma, we're blitzing, I'd blitz the heck out of us, man.
And something that not a lot of people have talked about is they have R. Mason Thomas for this game that they did not have against us in the first game, and he's their best defender. So
hello, Michael Carroll. Michael Carroll's going to see a eye full of that guy.
Yeah.
I hope we can get a hat on him and keep him at bay. That's going to be tough ass. So, Rick, to your point, I wrote that down as pressure Ty, blitz Ty, harass Ty, Do what worked in Tuscaloosa and do it again. Force him into throwing a pick, pressure him, and get him to take a strip sack fumble. Just keep doing that. Just harass the heck out of him until he shows you he can beat you repeatedly. 3 or 4 big plays. But yeah, I would do the heck out of that.
Yeah. I'd play man-to-man defense and put the rest of the guys in the box.
And yeah, bring guys from different angles and, have one guy drop into coverage. So you got 6, 7 guys and mix it up as to who's coming.
And even if I'm Oklahoma and I'm not successful in getting a turnover, if I have Alabama's punter punting to us, I know it's going to be okay. He's going to punt it 35 yards maybe, and so we'll start winning the field position.
I put that down as one of my points. Win the field position game by pinning Alabama deep in their own territory with great special teams and defense.
Yeah,
that's a recipe for them. I also said Mateer can't turn the ball over. He turned the ball over against LSU 3 times. I cannot believe they beat LSU. They got very lucky to beat LSU. And I mean, they had 2 interceptions. That good thing that Oklahoma's offense hustled, or LSU could have had 2 pick sixes. And they got it in the red zone and failed to convert those. And it was lucky that, I don't know if y'all watched the Oklahoma LSU game, but Oklahoma got out of there by the skin of their teeth.
I have a question. So if Alabama had a first half like Georgia, first half of that game, do y'all see a scenario where DeBoer tries Austin Mack or tries Keelan Russell since this is a one and done, or do y'all think he's just going to go down with Ty all the way?
Well, he did with Milroe last year when we were losing 24-3, and he was really, I mean, he was, the whole year kind of iffy. But
That's true.
At least with Ty, he can do it. But with Milroe, I mean, he rode Milroe through that Oklahoma game. I mean, even in the ReliaQuest Bowl, he looked terrible. So, I mean, Ty Simpson would have to get hurt to get pulled, I think.
That's what I was going to say. If Ty comes up with his back hurt, let's say whatever the back injury is, and he's not able to hit those short throws, because remember that one where it was Daniel Hill? It's like, I mean, he could make that throw in his sleep, and he couldn't even hit him, and he was wide open. I think Ty's going to have to be noticeably diminished, in my opinion, to pull him out.
I just really respected Sarkisian last year pulling yours out, even for a series or 2 for Manning to play. I just think sometimes it kind of puts a fire into the starter, And I thought in the Georgia game, it was the time to try a different quarterback for one series and just see what happens.
No, I agree with you there. And you had nothing to lose. We were going to the playoffs anyway. You knew Ty was hurt. You could always say he was hurt. We needed to do something differently and put a fresh body in there and save Ty. That was the perfect opportunity to do it. And I think DeBoer and Grubb blew it by not doing it. And I'm not sure whether they didn't want to rattle Ty's confidence. I don't understand it. But to me, if we get into the second half and we're down 10 points or 14 points and Ty's not playing well, I would do it. Saban would do it. Yeah. I mean, this is do or die. Backs against the wall. This is it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Saban did it twice, right? He did it with Tua and then with Jalen.
Right. Yeah.
Well, a lot of those times Tua got hurt, but yeah.
That's right.
No.
But still,
I don't see it happening unless he gets hurt, though. From what I've seen last year with Milroe, when he obviously should have been pulled against Oklahoma.
Right.
And Michigan. I mean, that was his last game. You knew he wasn't coming back. Why didn't you?
That's true.
Why didn't you give Ty some reps in that game?
Right.
I mean, Milroe played horrible in that game. It's like give Ty some reps. So I didn't get that at all. All right. Yeah. Next thing I said is, if Oklahoma wants to win, Mateer's got to have a clean game. If he throws 2 or 3 picks, or we get 2 or 3 turnovers, we're going to win this game. We didn't get any turnovers against Oklahoma. They played a clean game from that end. They didn't do much offensively, but they played a clean game. The next thing I said about Oklahoma is they've got to hit those explosive plays to Satania. They got to hit those routes like Auburn did. And fortunately, they didn't hit that against us the first time, but we got to be prepared for it. And they've got to hit those explosive plays that they can get and get the ball in Satani's hand and let him take it 40, 50, 60 yards. All right, thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, maybe not. I mean, if it, I think their defense is their offense. They don't have to. I mean, that's not like a key. I mean, it is, but like, I think they need to like think about, just pushing the ball more and, because their defense is going to get 2 turnovers at least, probably.
You think?
Um,
You don't think we can play clean against them?
if the last 2 games are any indication, no.
I mean, Ryan Williams tried to run between 5 guys and they punched the ball out. That was ridiculous. Cole Adams will be fielding punts. So I think it'll be on ball security, surely. If not, our special teams coach needs to go because we can't have that. And then surely Ty is going to protect the ball better. I mean, if he doesn't, we're going to lose. But
Right.
that's my thought, Will, is that we're going to play. If we're going to win, we're going to play a cleaner game. I'm just hopefully no more than 1 turnover. If we turn the ball over 3 times, I think we lose.
I think
Unless
on the
it's like a
road,
red zone thing
yeah,
or like an arm punt.
right. I think on the road, I think if we win the turnover battle, we win the game.
All right. My last point is if you're Oklahoma, you just got to excel on special teams, but they do. They do excel on special teams. I think we'll be lucky if our special teams plays mistake free, even if they win the field position battle, if we just don't miss kicks that are makeable. Because that Talty kick, even though the guy jumped over our guy, Talty, he guided the ball and it went exactly where he kicked it. Had he kicked it straight, it would have gone through the upright. So that was on Talty. Maybe he was feeling the pressure because that guy jumped over the line, but that was a makeable field goal. He blew it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the more fun stuff. How's Alabama gonna beat Oklahoma?
The opposite of everything we said.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Come on, you're ruining the fun.
I know. That's
You're
not
ruining
fun.
it.
Yeah, I'm Scrooge.
Yeah,
No, I
don't
think
turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Manage blitzes well. I mean, throw bubble screens and slants and just quick things. No play action where it's a long developing play. And then, once Ty turns back from faking the handoff, he's on the ground already. So, if you're going to run play action, do it on a down where you don't think they're going to blitz. So, not third down, obviously. I mean, and Ty Simpson threw for 300 yards last time. It's just that he had an interception. So, I mean, just don't turn the ball over and convert third downs when they're going to blitz.
All right, so here's a point I said. We got to finish drives with some TDs. I think if we score 24 points, we win. So we got to get points on the board. If we don't get 3 touchdowns, it's going to be hard for us to get 4 field goals. It's going to be really hard. So I think we got to finish drives with TDs. The other thing we've got to do is we got to take a lead early in this game. We can't get down by 10 points or 14 points in this game, or it's going to be ugly. So those are a couple things I think we got to come out. And even if we're trading punts, don't get behind. Because that killed us at Georgia. We weren't willing, in my opinion, we weren't willing to play the field position game. Because if we don't get that punt blocked and at least Georgia gets the ball on the 50, maybe they get up 3-0 instead of 7-0. And maybe we're not as panicked. But we just can't put ourselves in those holes with those special team mistakes. We can take a lead early and maintain it and not get up 14 and then let them score and tie like we did against Auburn and Georgia and some other games where we got leads, but then we let the other team come down and score. It's almost like we get a lead and then we relax instead of being more focused. Thoughts?
I would. I'm sure the coaches sit and think, okay, how do we want this opening drive to go? And I would let Oklahoma know from the very first play that we're going to attack them down the field and to get them relaxed a little bit. And I think what we do is maybe it's not a play action, Will, maybe not first down, but first down, first play of the game, I'm going to throw one-on-one. They're gonna have one-on-one on our receivers. They just do. I'm gonna go down the field to Ryan Williams and make them call PI or just let them know we're gonna throw downfield today and y'all have to be on your men. And then of course don't turn the ball over. Yes, and then trust our defense. Say we're not successful. Say we're 3-and-out first drive. Well, as long as we're punting, I'm not worried about their offense a whole lot. So I think we can hang with them, offense to defense. I just think we got to let them know that we're not going to play conservative. We're going to go after them and throw it deep. That's what I would do.
Yep.
And that's why I get paid the big bucks to be an offensive coordinator.
So next thing, we still have to be balanced run to pass. We have to run the ball some. Even if we're only getting 2, 3, 4 yards, we have to make them respect the run and not just load up on the blitz, whether it's on a draw, a little shuttle pass, jet sweep.
Right.
Daniel Hill falling forward 3 yards. We've got to run the ball. And when our offense has been at its best, it's been close to a 50-50 split. We've made them at least respect the run. Georgia, I think it was 70-30 pass run, and Georgia just teed off on us. And we lost time of possession too in that game, which we rarely use that. So that was a big point for me is we've got to run the ball some.
Yeah, when the game started against Georgia, we ran 2 pretty good run plays. And I thought, man, they're about to get a heavy dose of Daniel Hill today, and then we didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think we need to, lay some haymakers with Daniel Hill hitting those guys and then throwing it long too.
Continue to do what works. If we're,
No.
running it well, keep running it. Don't
No.
that I feel like we do that. We stop what's doing well to try and get other people the ball. It's just
Yeah.
like if it's working,
Right.
then keep doing it.
That's Ryan Grubb's ADD, man. He just if it's working, he's like, I got to change something. They're going to figure this out. Well, who cares? Let them figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they're only putting 5 and 6 men in the box, we have to run the ball.
Yeah.
We have to. And in Florida State, we kept trying to throw the ball when they had light boxes. And it's like, take what they give you, take the easy play. And the same thing on those blitz beater passes. When the blitzers are coming, our receivers have to make quick moves, and they're fast enough that they can get a little separation. Then Ty's got to hit them. I mean, he's got to anticipate and he's got to hit them. So we got to keep that going. Next point I made, I think we got to go tempo and hurry up. We don't use that enough, but we're effective at it. We've got to use some hurry up tempo. Don't let them get lined up. I mean, that was one thing Tennessee was good at, even though they threw and turned the ball over a lot. They put a lot of yards on Oklahoma because they were in a hurry up mode. And Ole Miss does that well. Don't let them get lined up because if they're running around trying to match up and you're trying to snap it quick, they don't have time to do a whole lot. They don't have time to signal in. So we've got to mix it up and have some series where we're just going, hurry up, just do it and see what happens.
Yeah. I agree. And also, go hurry up and keep your best 11 on the field for a series where you don't have to change because then Oklahoma can't change.
Right.
And, and then if you're hurrying, then they can't make signal changes. And then Ty, if they give Ty 3 yards, I wish Ty would just take it and run and slide. I mean, I will take 3 yards any day, and I think a lot of times the field opens up for him, and he doesn't really want to go take the 3 or 4 yards they give him. But Gunnar Stockton did that all day on us. So, but yeah, hurry up and Ty, take whatever they give you, man. Take 3 yards if they give it to you and slide, get down.
Next point, guys, how Bama's got to win. We got to stay out of 3rd and 15 or longer. That means Ty's got to throw the ball away. He can't take sacks, particularly on first down. Those first down plays where they call play action and you got this long developing play and Ty holds on to the ball and we can't take those sacks. We've got to stay out of 3rd and long. I'd rather be at 3rd and 12 and then you get 5 yards and you punt. Okay, I can live with that. But we got to stay out of 3rd and long.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And then the last thing is on defense. Our defense has been really, really good, but we cannot give up those chunk plays. We got to be disciplined. We got to set the edge. We got to have gap integrity. That bend but don't break defense is fine. I'll take field goals from them. They're going to hit field goals. If they get inside the 40, they're going to put points on the board. We've got to be okay with that. We got to keep them from finishing drives with touchdowns and that bend but don't break. And then we hope Material will do something stupid and throw it to us. But those were the things that finally, limit penalties. We've been pretty good the last 4 or 5 games about not getting a bunch of stupid penalties. We just got to be solid on special teams, limit penalties.
Yeah.
Those were the things that I had down is how Alabama can win this game. And we can do it, but I think coming off that Georgia game, I just don't know what to expect. I don't know what Alabama team's coming out.
Yeah.
I know DeBoer said they had the best practice they've had in a long time Saturday, but I don't know what that means.
I don't either. That was my thing. What the heck does that mean? Because sometimes you hear coaches complain about how bad they were in practice all week and they come out and play great. And then other times you hear coaches go, "Oh, we had a great week of practice." They come out and lay a stinker. I mean,
That's like the Florida State game. They said the whole offseason was amazing, and then they didn't know what happened in the Florida State game. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we don't need a repeat of that. So I hope that this is third time we played Oklahoma in 13 months. And I hope our guys are focused on doing the things they can control, because it was mistakes that beat us in both of those games. It was just big mistakes and not executing properly on both sides of the ball and in special teams. And we've just got to avoid those critical mistakes, and we can beat them. We've got a talented team.
Yeah.
We got to do it. All right. Any other thoughts about how Alabama is going to win this thing?
Nope.
All right.
Let's score more points.
Score more points. Well, that's the bottom line.
So let me ask you, quick. You can answer this as quickly as you want. Who has the better roster?
Alabama.
I think so.
I think on offense, Alabama does. They're loaded on defense. My goodness, they are loaded on defense.
But I think we have a lot of good players on defense.
We have a lot of good players, but I
outweighs
would take their D-line. I would trade their D-line for our line. I would trade their defensive team for ours. Now, you'd have to give me Brent Venables with that, but I mean, I think we have a really good defense. I think theirs is better.
Let me ask you though, if we had Brent Venables all year, and would our defense be better than their defense?
Yeah.
Same players.
Yes.
Yeah.
the defense hasn't been bad though.
No, it hasn't, but he's the best defensive coach in the country. Tell me who's better than him.
Kane Womack.
No. Matt Patricia is not a better defensive coach than him.
Pete Golding.
No. I mean, look, and here's the thing. Look at how much Clemson's gone down since Brent Venables left Clemson. They're not the same program.
That's a good point.
They have gone way downhill. They've gone from a perennial national championship contender, and it's not the only reason, but to a 8-4, 7-5 level team. And I think you can lay some of that on Brent Venables and Dabo not being able to replace him.
Yeah.
So I respect Venables a lot as a defensive coach and as a special teams coach. He's not a good offensive coach. We've got better offensive coaches, but can his defense and his special teams do enough, just like they did here, to get the win and to throw enough monkey wrenches and to gum it up enough? And because if they win, it's going to be an ugly game. They're going to ugly it up.
Yeah, that's how they like it.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're an old-fashioned NFL type team the way they play. You think of Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants.
And they used to be the complete opposite.
Right.
They used
Lincoln
to be
Riley left.
gunslinging, score 50 points a game, but play no defense.
Well, Lincoln Riley left. Brent Venables came in, and you see what their fortes are. All right, let's go through the matchups. Mateer versus Ty. Who do you like in that matchup? Who's
Ty
better?
Simpson.
Yeah. Ty.
I'll say October Ty is better. November Ty, not. Let's hope we get October Ty. That's what I need. Come on, Ty. I mean, I believe in Ty, Will. I really do. I think if he comes back next year and he's healthy, he's going to elevate his game to another level. He is. There's something about getting. So I'm a big Ty fan. I like if we can get October Ty out there, we're in good shape. I will say this: Mateer's a dual threat quarterback. We got to deal with that. He's more of a dual threat quarterback than Ty is, but he can make mistakes and throw interceptions. We got to bait him into that. We got to put some pressure on him. We got to figure out how to make him turn the ball over. We'll be in good shape. So, all right, matchup: Bama O-line versus Oklahoma D-line.
Their D-line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, if we can just play them to a standstill, we're in good shape.
There's not many O-lines that I would take against that D-line.
I agree. They're the real deal. They're tough. Oklahoma O-line versus the Bama D-line.
Push.
Yeah, push.
I'll take the Bama D-line. I think we can. We did the first game. I think we can shut them down if we're just not on the field too long. So I'll say push at a minimum with a slight edge to the Bama D-line. Our defensive line, our D's really good. All right, Oklahoma running game versus the Bama D.
Bama D.
I think we've improved a lot, so I'll take Bama.
Yeah. Oklahoma passing game versus the Bama D.
Bama D.
Alabama defense.
Yep. We just got to know where Satania is and don't let him run free. As long as we do that, I think we're in good shape. All right, guys. What about Alabama's ability to get third and fourth down stops and get them off the field without getting them in field goal range and comfortable that we can do it?
Yeah, their offense is not scary.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in agreement. All right. Bama running game versus the Oklahoma D. Do I even need to ask that question?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We got to keep them honest, though. We cannot abandon the run game. We cannot do it. We've got to run the ball some to keep them honest. That's one way to combat that blitz is we got to run the ball some.
Yep.
Bama passing game versus the Oklahoma D.
Give me the Alabama passing game. They like to say that their whole defense is good. Statistically, their pass defense isn't fantastic. It's that they blitz a lot and they get a lot of sacks and they get after the quarterback. So I'll go with Ty Simpson. He threw for 300 yards against them.
He did. And Trinidad Shambliss put up huge numbers on him.
Yeah.
And Joey Aguilar put up big numbers on him. Now, he threw a bunch of picks, and that's why Tennessee lost that game. But you can get them in the pass game. And if you can get them in the pass game, that can open up the run game. So definitely. All right, let's ask about the health of the rosters. Who's got the more healthy roster?
I would think Oklahoma.
Yeah, probably Oklahoma.
I agree with that. I'm worried about our health. I think we're pretty beat up, even though we've had a week to rest guys up, and it's nice having that bye week. They've had 2 weeks to rest up. So I think they're in better health than we are. All right, head coach matchup. Who's the better head coach?
DeBoer.
Alabama.
Guys, I have to get it to Venables. Until DeBoer can beat him, I got to go with Venables. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't.
Who's a better coach, Kirby Smart or Kalen DeBoer?
Kirby.
What's Kalen DeBoer's record against Kirby Smart?
What is he? Kirby is 1-2 against Kalen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll still take Kirby.
Yeah.
But
my point.
I want to see Kalen beat Venables at least once. I'll sing a different tune till then, but right now I'm going to give it to Venables. So I think we differ there, but you know who I'm pulling for.
Yeah.
All right, who's got the better OC?
Us.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you on Grubb. How about defensive coordinator? Who's got the better one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's got the better special teams?
They might have the best kicker in the country. Tate Sandell,
He is. He's the Lou Groza Award winner. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I think he made in that Tennessee game like 3 50-plus field goals.
Yeah, he's a weapon.
Yeah. You have
He
to
is a
block
weapon,
one.
but they're good on they're good all over on their special teams, on their coverage, on their punting.
Yep.
We're not going to get anything off of their special teams. I'll be surprised. All right. Who do you trust to make the in-game adjustments needed to win this game when stuff's got to be changed at halftime and between quarters?
Brent Venables.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I trust us to make adjustments. I just don't know if they'll be that good or not. That's the only problem. It's like,
I'm with you, Will. I trust Venables to make the adjustments. All right, let's make a pick.
I really don't want to do this. I'm kidding. No. I'll say 21-17, Bama.
Give me Bama by 3 and a slugfest stinker, 17-14.
Woo! All right. I'm going to go 24-17 Bama.
Hmm.
I'm going to say we go in there, we play a clean game. By playing a clean game, they don't get easy touchdowns, and we're able to pull out 24-17.
I like it.
That's I'm out of my comfort zone making that pick, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to be positive.
What is the spread on the game?
I think it's like 1.5 or 2, isn't it, Will? Isn't Bama favored 1.5 or 2?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Surprising that we're favored if that's the case.
All right, guys, I got some things to talk about as well. DeBoer, any chance he goes to Michigan?
He said no, so I'll just agree with what he says.
Remember how when Saban said he wasn't going to leave Miami? So you can trust him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess.
I think he's staying. But if we win Friday night, I know he's staying.
Yeah.
If we lose Friday night in Norman, that would be the only linchpin where it's more than a 0% chance that he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm confident if he wins that game, he stays. If he loses that game, I don't think he goes. I think it's, like a 2% chance, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, depending on how bad it is.
Yeah.
We hired Derek Nix, receivers coach.
Indeed.
There's some decent players at all. Any chance any of them show up on our roster?
I bet Cam
Send them
Coleman.
some money.
Rick, you like Cam Coleman coming?
I do.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
That would be huge.
Keelan Russell to Cam Coleman would feed families for centuries. It would be awesome.
So, Will, are you gonna lose it when Ty announces he's not going into the draft and Kalen DeBoer welcomes him back?
I wouldn't be happy. Yeah.
Rick, do you think if
Not that Ty Simpson's been a bad quarterback at all. It's not like, oh, geez, this guy is coming back. It's not like Jalen Milroe coming back. That's a totally different thing.
right?
But it's just, it's time. It's the new era. Got to think about the future.
So, Rick, do you think if Ty comes back, we can hang on to Keelan? Austin's gone if Ty comes back. I'm convinced of that.
It would take a lot of money to hold on to him, I think. But I don't know. It's doubtful. But that's my favorite line of the night. Keelan to Cam, feeding families for centuries. I like that.
All right. Any other thoughts on Alabama football before we talk about Alabama basketball?